Brothers. Mindy here, and I am just coming to you today at the end of quite an extraordinary week filled with lots of normalness. Um, and wow, I have literally had tears of gratitude streaming down my face for the last 2 hours, and I'm probably going to cry on this video today because there's so much. There's so much to be grateful for. And I want to help us all feel that way. Sorry about my kids downstairs. They're excited because they're going to go for a bike ride. So the thing that I want us to all tap into is that we are all gifts. Including that one that's hooing and hawing. We're all gifts from the divine. And we all have gifts from the divine. Okay? We possess gifts from the divine. And I think the reason that I am so filled with love and gratitude today and feel so blessed is because I am finally choosing to use those gifts to help the world even more. I've been a servant of this world for a long time. I've owned yoga studios for 15 years, and I served people through their health and their well-being and really tapping into their own inner strength. And that was part of this process of getting me ready to serve in an even bigger way. And it's a matter of, what are those gifts? How do we even know what those gifts are? It's owning your worth. It's knowing your purpose. And being able to really tap into joy and into success and to own your success instead of living in a downward spiral of fear and anxiety, stress that causes more downward spiral into other problems because you're living in that. It's up-leveling our vibration, amplifying anything that's going on in our life. Like the mode of this world right now is amplification. Whatever is on your mind and in your heart, it's being amplified right now. So if you are in a state of fear and contraction and lack and harming yourself, hating yourself, being hard on yourself, then that vibration is getting amplified and it's fulfilling itself as a prophecy. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you are tapped into the parts of you that are afraid, that are unwilling, that feel like everybody's out to get you, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy and the world starts to prove it to you. And it says, yeah, look at how hard it is. Well, that's really hard because this was really hard. And so now this is going to get even harder. And then you keep believing in that cycle. But what happens when you start to own your divinity, you start to own the gifts that you've been blessed with in this life, you start to tap into new beliefs that this is what I'm meant to be doing, that I am in the right place, that the obstacles that are in front of me are not to hinder me, but to guide me and help me. They are my opportunity for greatness. They are my next stepping stone, not something that's hitting me in the face, knocking me backwards. Okay? When you start to believe new beliefs, when you start to work on your mindset, you start to own a new identity. And you no longer feel like the world is out to get you. You feel like you are here because the world is here for you. It's teaching you what you need to know. And all the division in the world right now, it's teaching us how to unite, how to connect. Even in a new way like this, we all can connect. And we see that it's necessary. You know, this internet has been a problem where we're all connected more than ever, and yet we all felt so disconnected. And now, because we are actually forced to be apart, now we are actually able to connect on a deeper level. And that's a blessing. That's a complete blessing. It looks like an obstacle, but now it's a blessing. All right? Let me just try and keep myself together here. Ah, okay. When you own your gifts, you start showing up as a new person. You start showing up as the best version of you. And the really, really cool part is that you always get to choose who shows up, which part of you you're identifying with. And are you identifying with your superhero, your highest self? Or are you identifying with your supervillain, with your gremlins, with your ego nature that just wants to keep you safe? In all moments, in all times, in all spaces, you get to choose. And I have been choosing on purpose for quite a while who I want to be. I've been asking the divine, who do I need to be so that I can fulfill my divine mission? And when you start coming from a different mode of being, you start becoming a better person. You start owning who you are. And you no longer feel like the world's out to get you. You no longer believe the Debbie Downer on the inside. You no longer feel limited by the mean high school girls or guys that told you weren't enough. Or the people who said, you're never going to make it. Those voices might still be in there, but now you're in charge of them instead of them being in charge of you. And so I have been, as I said, walking this path for a really long time, 20 years approximately, okay? And I sold my yoga studios. I moved just over a year ago away from the businesses I had created and I had really built my identity around. It's crazy to think that I built my identity around being a yoga studio owner because, like, you know that you're not supposed to do that. And yet somehow we all do. Like, you know, somebody who's in engineering feels like, well, if I don't do that, then who am I? What do I do? A lawyer, a psychologist, like a teacher. We build our identities around what we're doing instead of who we're being. And to move away and then sell the business that I created for 15 years made me look face to face with who am I? Not who am I, the person that I've created and the persona that I've created and the work that I've done. It's all been great. It's all been good. But who am I? And that's a question that I think all of us can ask ourselves. What makes you you? Your job doesn't make you you. Your job doesn't actually make you valuable. It makes you a useful part of society, but it doesn't give you your value. Can you feel that? Is your job worthy? Yeah. Are you worthy of your job? Yeah. Does it help you move through this world and this life? Yeah, we still have to get through life and we still need money and homes and things like that. But your value is not in your job. Because if it was, what would happen if you decided to change jobs, quit, retire? We know a lot of people who do these things who then feel worthless. We hear countless anecdotes about people who retire and within a few years are dead because they've put all of their worth, all of their value into their work. They didn't know who they really were. And that breaks my heart to feel like you are blocking yourself from yourself. So this week, I'm building a new coaching program. I'm building a new coaching business because this is what I do. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. It just got the shell of a yoga studio for a while. And I don't just take clients on usually, like sign up online, because I want to make sure that this resonates, that this works. And I have had the pleasure of talking with 5 amazing women this week. And you know who you are. And I just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your life this week. You have touched my souls in ways that you will never know. And today's call that I had this morning, I can't even really bring it into words how grateful I am that God has chosen me to do this work, that the Divine Mother trusts me to do this work, to send me the clients that I get to work with to send me you guys. And for these women to trust me with their stories and what's been holding them back. I mean, it's like the greatest blessing I've ever received. And I am owning up to my strengths right now. I am owning my divine gifts. And when you do that, fuck, life explodes into Technicolor, into... I can't even really put it into words how amazing this feels right now to really be tapped into who I am. And that's what I give the gifts of other people. In 30 minutes, I helped a woman today process grief that she has been carrying for 7 long years. We did it in like 30 minutes. And I can't believe the work that I get to do to serve humanity. And I just feel so blessed and grateful and literally still have tears of joy and abundance coming out of me. And I can't even keep myself straight today. I want you to feel that power. I want you to know that you are the leader of your destiny. That you are the one that gets to own your gifts or own the part of you that feels like it's suffering. You're the one that buys in. And you have the choice to put down your suffering at any time. And it helps. Oh my God, it helps to have a guide. And it helps so much to have somebody on your side who can hold that space for you. Because it's hard to do it alone. I've not done it alone. I've had so many amazing teachers and guides over the years and still do. At this moment in time, I still have coaches. And it is phenomenal to have people who will hold you accountable, who will help lift you up when you're feeling down, who will believe in you sometimes more than you believe in yourself, and put you back into the place of freedom instead of suffering. Suffering is a choice. And it's a choice we all make. And it's a choice that none of us has to live with forever. None of us really do. You get to choose. Are you going to show up as your superhero or your supervillain? And when you start embodying that greatest part of yourself, your highest self, instead of those damn gremlins, put them aside, put them in the back seat. Weed the garden of your mind and plant flowers. Nurture yourself. You're the only one who can do it. You can have somebody holding space for you, and you can be a part of something that keeps you moving forward. But you're the one that has to do it. And it is so blinking amazing what happens when you do this. I can't tell you how many plateaus I've hit in my life on this journey and how many times I've seen my internal sun rise and brighten and glow. And I've seen that on my clients' paths as well. We all hit plateaus. We all feel like we get stuck. Yes, I'm making progress and I'm stuck. What just happened? You get to do this work. It is so blinking joyful to do this work. And it can feel scary at times, and yet it is so stinking joyful. It's like I'm exploding with how much love and gratitude and blessings I feel right now. I want all that for you, for all of you, for the whole freaking world. We all deserve this. We all deserve to be embodied in our greatest selves. To feel limitless, to feel like freaking anything's possible, to have the absolute dream home on the beach or in the mountains or wherever you are. Let yourself have your dreams and then decide who needs to show up for those dreams to happen. And when you know that person who's showing up, your highest self, she will guide you. He will guide you in the right direction so that you take the actions that need to happen. But now the actions are inspired and aligned and come from a whole different place. You're not coming from a place of empty. You're coming from a place of fullness and excitement and joy. You have weeded your garden and you're seeing the flowers blooming. That, my dear friend, is fucking amazing. Okay. I think that's it. I don't know if you followed any of this today. I hope you did. If it inspired you in any way, I ask you two things. Write down your distinctions. Put down what really made sense to you. And maybe a commitment that you can make to yourself. Who's going to show up? What's her name? What's his name? Is it your superhero? Is that what you call them? Mine is my sweet self, which sounds really meek and mild, but sweetness to me has so fucking much power. Like, it's all hidden under flowers and rainbows and sparkles. And it's like insanely powerful at the same time. So mine is my sweet self. What do you call yours? Maybe share that in the comments. And number two, if this feels like it's right for you, call me. Set up a call. It's mindyarbuckle.com/talk. It's so easy. It's totally free, and it really will help you get clarity on where you are, what's holding you back, and how you can move forward in life, okay? If it's in my program, frick, great, awesome. If it's not in my program, great. Then we just got to spend an hour together that will serve you and really up-level your life in some way. I don't really care. It's not about me. It is about you and your journey and getting you on track, giving you more focus, giving you more accountability. I'm here to serve. That's it. I'm just here to serve and love. Serve and love. So if that sounds good to you, book a call. It's mindyarbuckle.com/talk. And I so look forward to meeting with you, to talking with you. Whether we've met before or not, doesn't matter. I'm here for you. I love you. Have an amazing weekend. We'll talk soon.